Hi, I'm Anya Wulu.
And I'm Ellen Munschauer. Welcome back to Johnnie Bennie Campus News, CSB-SJU's weekly news show, filling you in with what's going on around campus. We have an exciting week ahead of us, as this Thursday is Bennie Day and this Friday is Johnnie Day. Make sure to swing by Gretzky and Sexton to celebrate your Bennie and Johnnie pride. This weekend we will also be celebrating homecoming. Get ready for a week filled with activities.
Biology Club is hosting a guided canoe tour of Lake Seg this Thursday. Dress for the weather and meet at 4:30 at the dock by the lake to paddle along with aquatic ecology professor Bill Lamberts as he tells aquatic and historic facts about Lake Sagatagan.
For campus events this week, the Mid-Autumn Festival, a harvest festival celebrated in most East Asian countries when the moon is believed to be at its fullest, is on October 4th this year. To the Chinese, the festival means family reunion and peace. There will be an event celebrating the festival tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. in Gretzky 204.
Noteworthy is also having a fall celebration. This Thursday, October 5th, join the campus performance group for Autumn in the Amphitheater at Darnell Amphitheater from 7 to 9 p.m.
Attention Starved Children, the improv comedy group on campus, is hosting auditions on October 7th at 4:30 in Quad 360 at SJU. All are invited to come for the fun and the laughs.
Pete Lee, a comedian who's been on Jimmy Fallon, will perform Saturday, October 7th from 9 to 10 p.m. in Gretzky 204. His performance will be rounding off this year's Welcome Fest activities.
For this week's homecoming football game, the Johnnies will be taking on the Augsburg Aggies on Saturday at Clemens Stadium. We hope to see you all there. Now, with more information regarding Johnnie and Blazer sports, we go to Haylee Myren with our Sports Roundup.
Thanks, Ellen and Anya. This is Haylee Myren reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News with this week's Sports Roundup. The Johnnie football team wasn't going to walk away Saturday without a win. Battling to beat Bethel 21-13, the Johnnies came to play. Senior cornerback Leonard Gutierrez started the game strong for SJU with an interception during Bethel's first offensive possession. Sophomore quarterback Jackson Erdman and senior wide receiver Evan Clark appeared to be on the same wavelength Saturday as they completed 2 successful connections against Bethel University. The first connection resulted in a 5-yard touchdown from Erdman to Clark. The second connection between the two ended in an 86-yard touchdown and Johnnies up 14-0. The pass play was the 5th longest in school history and was Clark's 13th career touchdown of 40 yards or more. Clark now has 20 career receiving touchdowns and needs 2 to make it on SJU's top 10 list. Erdman later found sophomore running back Kai Barber in the 3rd quarter for another touchdown pass. The Johnnies defense had another strong showing this weekend. Freshman linebacker Danny Petrozewski led SJU's defense with 10 tackles, 7 solo. The Johnnies host Augsburg University Saturday, October 7th at 1 p.m. in the Clemens Stadium. The stadium is bound to be packed again for this homecoming game, so make sure to come out and support our Johnnie football players. The College of St. Benedict soccer team achieved its 2nd MIAC win this season in a 2-0 shutout against Bethel University. Sophomore defender Sydney Sherrick scored the first goal of the game with an assist from sophomore forward Samantha Shoresman with 4 minutes left in the first half. Senior midfielder Jenna Cleason didn't wait long after halftime to put another one in the back of the net, putting CSB 2-0 against Bethel. The Blazers soccer team returns to play Friday, October 6th against St. Mary's at 3:30 p.m. for its homecoming match. The game will be on its new turf field on College Avenue. The St. Benedict golf team took 4th place at the College City Challenge with a total score of 658. Junior Natalie Amundsen led the team individually with a score of 157. Putting her in 8th place. Junior Madeline Pagel shot at 162 and took 11th place overall. The College City Challenge tournament marked CSB's last golf meet before the MIAC Championships. This year's conference meet is this weekend at Pebble Creek in Becker. That's all for this week's Sports Roundup. I'm Haylee Myren with Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen and Anya.
Thanks, Haylee.
There are many FAE events this week. Here are a couple highlights. The OK Factor performs tonight in the Sacred Heart Chapel from 7:30 to 9 p.m.
On Friday, October 6th, the Chamber Choir will be performing in the Great Hall at 8 p.m.
And the CSB-SJU Jazz Ensemble and Combos in the Escher Auditorium, Monday, October 9th at 7:30 p.m.
And now for our political segment, we go to Zack Eichten for this week's update on what's happening in the political world today.
Thanks, Ellen and Anya. This is Zack Eichten with your political report this week. This past week, Republicans released their new tax plan, which they hope will be the biggest tax code overhaul since the 1980s. A major piece of the legislation includes a permanent reduction of the corporate tax rate. The plan currently calls for a 20% corporate tax rate, which is down from the current 35%. Republicans claim that the cut will create room for economic expansion and job creation in corporations. Also in the tax plan are changes to individual taxes. The current system of 7 tax brackets will be reduced to 3, and will get rid of some of the tax breaks such as the state and local tax deduction. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has said that the plan will reduce the deficit by $1 trillion. However, not everyone is sold on the plan, as many are claiming that the plan is vague. The plan is yet to be finalized and should be released in full in the coming weeks. In international news, President Trump recently tweeted that his Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was, quote, wasting his time trying to negotiate with Little Rocket Man, end quote. Little Rocket Man is, of course, the name President Trump has taken to calling Kim Jong-un of North Korea. This summer, North Korea made news with the sudden release of Otto Warmbier, a student at UVA who had been sentenced to 15 years of hard labor for allegedly stealing a propaganda poster. Mr. Warmbier was released after contracting botulism from a sleeping pill he was given soon after the trial. Mr. Warmbier passed away 6 days after his return to the United States. More recently, North Korea continues to defy international rules by flying missiles over and toward Japan. Rex Tillerson has been in China trying to negotiate diplomatic solutions to this problem. Kim Jong-un has also taken to calling President Trump names, further escalating the tensions between the two leaders. Despite these tensions, diplomatic measures continue to be explored. In other international news, a recent vote for independence in Catalonia, Spain has turned violent, as Spanish police blocked ordinary and peaceful civilians from voting, beating them with batons, firing rubber bullets, and wounding many. These measures were intended to dissuade and bully those voting for independence into not voting for the measure. The situation is complicated by a desire within the European Union to remain united in the face of rising nationalism in many countries. Regional separation could only work to complicate these matters. That's all from politics this week. I'm Zack Eichten, reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen and Anya.
Thanks, Zach. That's it for this week's episode. For Johnnie Bennie Campus News, I'm Ellen Munschauer.
And I'm Anya Wulu.
Enjoy the rest of your week and make sure to tune in next time to stay up to date with what's happening around campus.